F.A.R.M. News.
Agnes McMickinson.
Alana Cash. And I'm Rainey for the weather.
On a hairstyle.
Ethel May Mary Jo Sue Margaret Smith here. Anita Ho. Here you go, here you go, here you go. This is a rake. I'm sorry.
I'll set the trend.
Broccoli.
F.A.R.M. News.
Hello, I'm Anita Ho.
And I'm Brock Lee, and this is F.A.R.M. News at Noon.
Coming up tonight, a special economic report, and we interview some local farmers. But first, we go to Rainey for the weather.
F.A.R.M. News.
Rainy here. Well, today should be a beautiful day. Lots of sunshine and just a few clouds. Highs will be in the mid-70s, perfect for growing and tending crops. The rest of the week should be much the same, with scattered showers coming to the area by Saturday. Good thing too, all over the country it's going to be mostly sunny, with some scattered clouds in the southern Midwest. Also, if you haven't heard of the National Weather Service, you may want to start paying attention. The telegraph has revolutionized the way people record and report weather, completely improving meteorology. The government established the Weather Bureau, which is now responsible for warning people of floods and other weather warnings. Back to you, Brock.
F.A.R.M. News.
Thanks, Ray. In the past 60 years, the number of labor hours required to produce 100 bushels of wheat has been reduced from 300 to about 50. This is largely a result of improved equipment. An example of this would be the threshing machine, which did 4 jobs, taking the grain from the husks all the way to stacking it for packaging. Automated milking machines made milking cows much easier, allowing more milk to be produced. The combine made its first appearance in 1910, but wasn't widely used for several decades. Many of these types of machines were too expensive for small family farms to own, which encouraged larger farms with less workers. While this was very economical, the original family farm could no longer operate with success and eventually died out. And now we're going to our on-the-scene reporter, Ethel May Sue Mary Jo Margaret Smith.
F.A.R.M. News.
Thanks, Brock. Ethel May Mary Sue Jo Margaret Smith here, learning what local farmers do for fun. On the farm, though people are really busy, they still find time for fun. I'm here at an ice cream social with local farmers Sally and Samantha, learning what they like to do. What do you guys like to do for fun?
Well, I just love ice cream socials. They're my favorite. We usually plan them to welcome new neighbors. Sometimes the church plans them.
Yeah, but we planned this one all by ourselves.
Yes, we did.
And it's a lovely party. Can you tell me what else you do for fun?
Have you ever been to a quilting bee? They're all the rage.
What do you do at quilting bees?
We sit around and quilt.
Sounds like a party.
It really is. Right now, blue and white quilts are in, and everybody who's anybody has one. Just like everybody who's anybody comes to the bees. It's like a major social occasion. We chat and gossip about everything.
And if you're not there, we'll probably talk about you.
So when do your quilting bees happen?
Oh, all the time. We usually prepare the quilt parts in the winter, and then in the summer we put all of them together.
And between engagements and weddings, we quilt a lot.
We really love quilting bees because afterwards all the guys come over. We have supper, and sometimes there's even a barn dance.
Just love ice cream. Ooh, barn dances are the best!
And when do you have those?
Sometimes after quilting bees, and almost always after barn raisings.
What exactly is a barn raising?
Thank you for loving me. Thank you for reading to me. Thank you for singing to me. And Mommy, I love you.
No.
When a new family moves to the community, they don't have anything, and barns are really important, so all the men help, and they put one up.
Oh, I see.
And afterward, a band usually sets up in the barn, and we dance the night away.
Well, that all sounds like a blast. But I'm gonna let you get back to your ice cream now.
Okay!
Thanks!
Thank you, gals. Back to the studio.
F.A.R.M. News.
Great report, Ethel. Agnes McMickinson here. The upcoming election has a new candidate, Mr. James B. Weaver from Iowa. This has a lot of people looking back a few years to when another Midwestern candidate joined the race. Joseph Smith believed he and his people, the Mormons, had been treated unjustly by the American government. After deciding that none of the presidential candidates would support him, he announced he was running as well. His independent platform requested full power to send an army to suppress mobs for the president and begged an end to slavery. Joseph Smith planned on paying slave owners to give up their slaves with money from the revenue from land sale, along with money from a pay deduction from Congress. This, in addition to his religion, made Joseph Smith a very radical candidate. Unfortunately, mass hysteria took hold. Took hold of some people in Illinois. Joseph Smith was assassinated before the election took place, and now another third-party candidate has joined the race for the presidency. James B. Weaver and the Populist Party are campaigning.
FA.R.M. Mary Jo Margaret Smith here. I made it!
Good job.
Weaver was one of the 13 children from a family farm. They moved to Iowa in 1843. His father was elected as clerk of district court, so the family moved into the town of Bloomfield. Weaver studied law at Cincinnati Law School and eventually became an assessor of internal revenue under Andrew Johnson. He then became involved in politics as a Republican. Later, he was in Congress, where he realized that both Democratic and Republican parties have lost sight in their original ideals. He helped form the Populist Party in 1891. The party was for the coinage of silver and proposed a graduated income tax. At this point, only time will tell if he will be a successful third-party candidate or if he's just a farmer way out of his league. And we'll be right back after a short message from our sponsors.
F.A.R.M. News.
The railroads, banks, and manufacturers are prospering like never before. However, while some people get rich, about 1 in every 8 Americans is living in poverty. Many of these people are simple farmers like you and me. Hi, I'm Anita Ho. While many people are moving to the cities, we are struggling to get by. Crop prices are dropping, and it seems no matter how much we produce, it isn't enough. We sell our crops in a free market, but are forced to buy from a monopolistic one. And who is to blame? The banks and railroads, taking unfair profits for themselves and leaving nothing for us. But not anymore. Because of the massive success of our organization efforts, we have established our own political party. The Populist Party stands for everything we do. Please vote Populist in the next election. Please vote for James B. Weaver. This local Iowan is a down-to-earth farmer. He knows our strife and he knows our sorrow. He will help the rest of the country to understand us too. Vote James B. Weaver for president. Vote for United Nation.
I'm James Weaver, and I approve this message.
Are you sick and tired of struggling with buttons? Wish there was a better way? Well, now there is. Hi, Millie Bays here with a remarkable new product, the Zipper. Created in 1917 by Whitcomb Judson and Gideon Sunback, it was originally designed for pouches and boots. But now, thanks to a special factory closeout and the approach to the 1930s, the zipper can be yours for the low, low price of just $19.95. Use it on bags, coats, pants, jackets, shoes. The amazing zipper goes up and down. Its secret is the revolutionary interlocking teeth, complete with a zipper pull at your choice of red, blue, green, or black. Does dressing your kids take too much time and effort? Not anymore. Your kids can be independent.
Don't worry, Mom. I got this.
Order the zipper now, and we'll double your order. That's right, you'll get 2 zippers for just $19.95, plus separate shipping and handling. But wait, there's more. Order within the next 15 minutes, and we'll cut the price in half. That's right, you'll get 2 zippers in your choice of color for only $9.95. Call 1-800-4-ZIPPER. 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 That's 1-800 the number 4 ZIPPER. 1-800-4-ZIPPER. Once again, the number is 1-800-4-ZIPPER.
To order the fantastic zipper for just $9.85, please call the number on your screen. 1-800-4-ZIPPER. 1-800-4-ZIPPER. That's 1-800-4-ZIPPER. Please have your gold or silver ready to mail. Must be 18 years or older to order.
F.A.R.M. News.
Welcome back to F.A.R.M. News. We have a report here prepared by Agnes McMickinson. Take it away, Agnes.
Thanks, Brock. The Granger movement was started by a group of farmers in the middle western part of the United States. They fought the monopolistic grain transport prices following the Civil War. Oliver Hudson Kelley led this group starting in 1886 after he left his job at the Department of Agriculture. He wanted to bind the farmers together for educational and social purposes. The local units called granges could be found in almost every state by the mid-1870s, and membership grew to nearly 80,000 people. They united against the grain elevators and railroads and passed bills to limit the grain transport prices. These Granger cases reached the Supreme Court in 1877 because they challenged the constitutionality of regulating private businesses. However, their laws were upheld by a majority of the justices, 7-2. The Chicago Board of Trade also supported the Grangers. Because of their success in the Supreme Court, the National Grange still exists today and plays an active role in farm legislation.
Whoa, that was informative. Now we're going back to the bank vault for a special economic report.
F.A.R.M. News.
Welcome to the Bank Vault. Today, we're taking an in-depth look at the economy, specifically high railroad and shipping costs made rougher by low crop prices and the end of the age of silver. I'm a lot of cash, here with my partner, Plaid Flannel.
Welcome, I'm Plaid Flannel. As you've all seen, charming family farms have been pushed out by much larger businesses. The average farmer just can't compete anymore. High production costs can largely be attributed to the invention of new farming technologies. They just make it easier for farms while producing larger yields. However, most small farms just can't afford to buy these massive pieces of equipment.
That's right, and when you couple that with low crop prices, it spells bad news for most farmers. Crop prices have dropped to an all-time low. Because of higher yield, supply is way up, while demand stays relatively constant. This drives the market price of crops way down.
However, railroad companies have raised their prices for shipping and storing to levels where small farmers make next to no profit. Many groups were formed to combat these issues, such as the Grange Groups and the Farmers Alliance. Groups like these force railroads to limit their shipping costs and stop merchants. They also work to form cooperative banks. Although good for farmers, these policies have made other people of the country uneasy with farmers, fearing inflation caused by their policies.
On another note, silver has been demonetized. It used to be that gold and silver coins were used and were given whatever value the metal itself was worth. But during the Civil War, banks started issuing notes known as greenbacks. This led to paper money becoming more mainstream. Then, in early 1870, silver was completely demonetized. This really shook up miners and farmers as they relied heavily on silver and not as much on gold. The United States, in the Coinage Act of 1873, fully embraced the gold standard, backing all of its money in gold alone. Shortly after, gold shortages undermined the gold standard, causing economic panic. The effects of this were felt in the United States and Europe. This long depression lasted 6 years and was mostly caused by the fall in demand for silver.
And it looks like we're out of time. Be sure to join us next Thursday for another edition of Bank Vault.
F.A.R.M. News will be right back after these messages.
F.A.R.